The year is 1888. The city, London. A veil of fog hangs heavy in the air. Gaslights flicker, casting long, dancing shadows on cobblestone streets. This is Whitechapel, a district of poverty, of despair, a place where life is cheap and death comes easily. Yet, even in this abyss of misery, a new horror is about to unfold. The air itself feels heavy. The fog seems to press down. It's as if the city itself is holding its breath, bracing for something terrible. And in the darkness, something stirs, something evil. The Industrial Revolution has brought prosperity to some, but it has also created a vast underclass. The streets of Whitechapel are teeming with the forgotten and the desperate. Prostitutes, driven by hunger and addiction, walk the night, unaware that they are being watched, hunted. It's in this darkness, in this forgotten corner of London, that our story begins. The story of Jack the Ripper, a name that still sends chills down the spine. The story of a killer who stalked these streets, leaving a trail of blood and terror in his wake. August 1888, the body of Mary Ann Nichols is discovered. Her throat is slashed, her body mutilated. The brutality of the murder sends shockwaves through Whitechapel. Whispers of a monster lurking in the fog begin to circulate. Police are baffled. The killer is quick, efficient, and merciless. He leaves no trace, vanishing like a phantom into the night. Fear takes hold of the East End. Women, especially those who walk the streets, are terrified. Then another body is found. Annie Chapman, murdered in the same gruesome manner. The City of London realizes it has a monster in its midst. A monster who craves blood. A monster who will kill again. The press, hungry for a story, dubs the killer Jack the Ripper. The name is catchy, memorable. It also adds to the growing sense of panic. Jack the Ripper becomes a symbol of fear, a spectre haunting the streets of London. With each new victim, the Ripper's legend grows. The killings become more brazen, more gruesome. The city is gripped by terror, and the question on everyone's lips is, who will be next? 5 women, 5 lives brutally cut short. They are known as the Canonical Five, linked by the horrific nature of their deaths and by the chilling fact that their killer was never caught. Mary Ann Nichols, Annie Chapman, Elizabeth Stride, Catherine Eddowes, and Mary Kelly. Each woman met a gruesome end, their bodies bearing the unmistakable signature of Jack the Ripper. Their deaths sent shockwaves through Victorian society. The brutality of the murders was shocking. Even in Whitechapel, a place accustomed to violence, the Ripper's savagery stood out. The precision of the cuts, the mutilations, pointed to a level of knowledge beyond that of a common street thug. Some whispered that the killer must be a doctor or a butcher, someone with a knowledge of anatomy, someone who took a perverse pleasure in the suffering of his victims. The fear and speculation only grew with each new victim. The murders of the Canonical Five remain some of the most infamous in history. Unsolved, they serve as a chilling reminder of the darkness that can lurk in the human soul and of the power of the unknown to grip our imaginations. The police are under immense pressure. The public demands answers. Who is this monster stalking their streets? Why is he not caught? The investigation is complex, frustrating. Leads appear only to vanish into the London fog. Every clue is meticulously examined, every witness questioned, but Jack the Ripper is a ghost. He seems to melt away after each attack, leaving nothing but terror and unanswered questions. Suspects are rounded up. Some are petty criminals, others down on their luck locals, yet no one fits the profile. The Ripper remains elusive. His motives a mystery. The lack of progress fuels public outrage. The police are criticized for their handling of the case, accused of incompetence, even corruption. The pressure mounts to catch the killer, but the fog of Whitechapel seems to hide him well.